I'm Erica Kareem with Black Online Therapy. I am so excited to be here today because we have some exciting news. Before we get into the news with everyone, I just want to share with you all. I want to tell you all, I hope you all had a wonderful holiday. I pray that your December is about to be on point and amazing. And I have with me here Crystal Allen. She is one of my newest consultants with Black Online Therapy. And y'all, we are about to blow up because I'll get to that in a minute. So, Crystal, how are
Yes,
you doing today?
beautiful.
So, Crystal, tell everybody, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Crystal Allen. I'm going to be one of the coaches for the to help heal the LBGTQ community, and we're trying to get a better understanding of how to treat them and how to handle them with tender loving care, and so that they can adapt better in this world without being judged and scrutinized for their sexuality, and to love them for who they are and not what they are. So,
Okay, okay. So, Black Online Therapy has been around for a long time. And so, I asked Crystal maybe about 3 or 4 years ago, can she do the LBGTQ part? Because people were inboxing me saying that the Black community is really having a hard time with their family members not accepting their sexuality. And so at first, Crystal, what did you tell me?
I told you I didn't want to do it.
You told me you didn't want to do it, you wasn't ready, right? And
Yeah,
so now, 4 years later, 3 or 4 years later, because I really can't, it's been a while.
yeah.
Remember what year it was, but now you're ready. And so tell everybody why you're ready.
I'm ready because I've gained the knowledge and the experience to be able to help people to adapt and get better understanding about the LGBTQ community. It's a lot of them that need a lot of love and affection, and need to learn how to be able to adapt and move in this world as just innocent bystanders. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being different. So they just need to be able to adapt at peace in this world without being judged for their sexuality.
So many of my viewers would ask, well, are you doing this because you're in the LGBTQ community?
No, I'm not in the LGBTQ community, but I'm a mother of a gay son, who's been that way for all his life, pretty much. Um, but I've just rocked and rolled with him long enough, and I was able to cope and get counseling with him and enough knowledge and therapy to be able to help heal people, and to not judge him. And it's about loving, coming from a structured home, to teach you where I taught him how to be able to move and adapt in this world without being shunned for who he is. And he's very successful. So he knows who he is, and he doesn't care what anybody thinks of him, because the love starts at home.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I personally want to ask you, when you are meeting with these families, are you trying to get their parents like that don't absolutely agree with it, or auntie that how we be like, we're like totally against it? Are you trying to get us to adapt to their way of life, or are you just trying to put the connection together so that they can actually respect what's going on?
Well, everybody's different, so I'm going to say it's pretty much both. Um, yeah, they need to know how to treat them most definitely, and if they don't want to accept them for who they are, but maybe they can have a better understanding of how to respect them.
Hmm.
Uh, because they everybody has feelings, so nobody wants to be shunned for just based off of their sexuality.
So, is it okay for people to still stand on their morals, their values, their upbringing, whether it's their religion? Can they still stand on that and still love their person?
Well, that's the funny thing about religion is that you can be raised one way in a different religion, and as your kids grow older, they may transfer to be something else, or
Yeah.
another religion. So I just think we need to love each other no matter what the religion is, you know,
So
based
scratch the religion part then. So my question to you again is, when a person have their morals, values,
on.
right? They
Mhm.
have what they think is right, or what they in their perspective know to be what's right, whether it ain't right, it's just their way, right?
Yeah.
So I guess my question is can I still have my morals and values without and still love on that person, that family member?
Well, that's the goal, is to try to get you to reverse your mindset so that you can be able to do that. Um,
Reverse my mindset.
yes, you got to be able to reverse your mind because everybody's not like you, and God didn't make us that way. So everybody's different. So
So go
that's
ahead.
just being judgmental to have somebody think, like you think. We don't think the same. We don't look the same. We're all indifferent. So it's just better to try to cope and deal with people who are not like you. So when you date somebody or whatever, they're not going to be your twin, or just like you. So you're going to find a way to date that person and find a common ground so that you guys can move forward.
Well, I really, really, really love the common ground
Hmm.
because, depending on who you are, some of us has really strong traits, right?
Hmm.
And we ain't weary in no type way or form about our life, right? So
Right.
it's like I want to be able to respect other people and have boundaries for them, but I also want people to respect my boundaries as well, because the only reason why we're having this conversation, because people are really going to come up to you we're having these phone calls, and these mamas and daddies is not about to be playing with, I gotta conform to your way of being or thinking, right?
Hmm.
um so I want to make sure that it's okay for me to have my morals and values, and still, like, I don't want you to um let me see, what's the word that you said? I think that you said the word was not the word, you didn't say the word convince. You said, did you say the word persuade? I don't know. What was the word that you said?
I've said so many words.
I
I
know
don't
you
know.
didn't say so much. But basically it is, I want to be able to stick with my morals and values and love on my person, my family member, without anyone trying to change me, right? And I'm
Right.
not trying to change them. They not trying to change me. And we can work together in, right, what you said, that common ground.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I know we didn't plan this, did we?
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just so excited that we're having this conversation, and that you decided to come on here, and be one of the consultants, because people have been like really, really crying out for this portion of the business, right?
Yes.
The LBGTQ population is growing, regardless of how I feel about it, regardless of how other people feel about it, it's growing. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? And is really not about me and how Erica feels about it. It is how communities, how families are so disconnected, how we are so people feel lost, people feel alone, people feel
Mhm.
abandonment. You know what I'm saying? They feel these things, and the the biggest thing is, can you still love me for who I am?
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, I'm not going to be able to get everybody to come on board. That's the thing. Everybody, you got people who are stubborn, who don't want to be or try to understand, which is a sad deal. But I'm going to tap in to as many souls as I can and try to reverse that mindset, because we have got to reverse the way that people are thinking, because people want to be comfortable. And just like, I'm a big girl, I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna maneuver and adapt in this world, and I don't care what anybody thinks about it. So either you love me or you don't. But everybody doesn't have that strength and that mindset like I do. So you just have to. I'm gonna tap in and try to build that self confidence within other people, to try to get them to have a better understanding, to love them, because they need to be loved correctly. And
Hmm.
we all want to be loved or wanted correctly. Everybody has, feelings or whatever. So I gotta reach them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And here's the thing too, because you said it again. I'm glad that you said it. You said reverse the mindset. That's what
Right,
you said.
right.
And so for a lot of us, we're not going to reverse our mindset, because then it's like we are giving in to something that we don't believe. However, you still can love on your people, because
Yeah.
because
Well,
we talked about that, like, how do you give birth to somebody and
well,
now you don't
well,
talk to
well.
them no more?
Sometimes you can reverse the mindset if you have a better understanding of how they are. So some people, you can reverse the mindset where that's basically like, just they change their mind on how they view that person and start to open up. But other than that, you can agree to agree to disagree with them.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, people change their mind all the time, so you can
Okay.
have a different mindset on things, or change your mind if you have the correct information and the knowledge on how to treat them. So some people just never was raised around that, don't understand it, look at it like it's just something foreign, and it's
Mhm.
not, and it's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. So
Mhm.
LBGTQ people are going to be here for the rest of our lives. They're not going anywhere. So it's better to try to teach people who at least are willing to try to understand them, so that everybody can be comfortable in this world. And we need to try to unite as one, anyways. So,
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's it. Unless tell everybody how they can reach you. Well, you can go to blackonlinetherapy.com, blackonlinetherapy.com. And
the coach, Crystal Allen, for the LBGTQ.
yeah, she's Coach Crystal Allen. All right. I love that. I love that. So, listen, everyone, for those of you that are wanting, you have like an expertise. You don't have to be a therapist. You don't have to be a counselor. You don't have to, I don't believe that you have to have those college hours. I do believe that you have to have the experience, right? Some people have the experience because, like Crystal, that LBGTQ stuff, the that is right in her backyard. So she's been through it. She has a healthy relationship with her son. So if there is and we only got one, we're only looking for one. We got her. But if you have um another niche, and whether it's like self-love or grief or whatever your niche is, why don't you reach out to me to see if we have that niche, and we can put you to work. How about that? So, with that being said, I guess that's it. You can go to blackonlinetherapy.com, blackonlinetherapy.com. I also am on there, and I am the marriage coach for Black Online Therapy, where even y'all, listen to this, even if you feel like that it is time for you to divorce, or you are living like roommates, or you are just so frustrated with your spouse. I mean, you're not on the same page and you're like ready to separate, ready to go get you an apartment type. Things can actually change. I can tell you, I've been married for 24 years, been there, done that, and we have been able to change our relationship around. And marriage is hard, y'all. And not one person on earth is exempt from having a marriage breakdown, a communication breakdown, a premarital argument. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of us are exempt from that because it helps us to grow. And in my opinion, marriage is sacred between two people. So those two people need to learn how to communicate. So, with that being said, let me help you in this process, okay? Because if you knew how to do it, you would have already done it by now. And since you don't know how to do it, let me help you, okay? So go to blackonlinetherapy.com. We love you, Crystal. Thank you. I love you so much for coming on here with
Love
me.
you too. Love you more.
Thank you for
All right.
being a
Okay.
part.
Coach Crystal Allen, you guys. LBGTQ. We love you.
And thank you for being one of our coaches. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that. And we look forward to having you all. You know, don't be afraid to sign up, because everything is confidential, everything is private, and let us, you know, show you how to get to the next level, okay? All right, there you go. Talk to you soon. blackonlinetherapy.com. Love you.